Do you struggle to consistently make videos or make videos at all because you spend way too long trying to record them? As someone who records videos a lot, I know how hard it can be to record a good video when you're frustrated by how long it takes. But I also know that it doesn't have to take an hour just to record a single video. I'm Jenny Wattier, social media expert with Momentum Virtual, and in this video, I will show you how to record all your videos in just one take. Now, the first step actually happens before you even hit record. You should always start by turning on your camera and double checking your setup. Is your lighting good? Does your hair and/or makeup look the way that you want? Oftentimes, things look slightly different in a camera than they do in real life, so always take a look at your camera before you record. Then you want to do a quick test recording. I'm talking maybe 10 seconds of you talking at the volume you'll be speaking in the video. Move around a little, speak emphatically, however you would act in the actual video. Then stop and look at the test recording. This helps you check for audio issues as well as smaller things, like making sure the camera isn't autofocusing behind you at certain points. Trust me, test recordings have saved so many of our videos from issues just like these. One of the biggest things I struggle with when it comes to recording videos is tripping over my words. I am a very fast talker, so if I'm just reading off of a script, I trip up so much. The best way I've found to combat this is to read the whole script out loud before I record. Now, obviously, if the script is like 10 minutes or longer, then reading the whole thing and then recording it isn't always feasible. But at least skim over the whole thing right before you try to record it. Not only will this make you less likely to trip over your words because you'll be more familiar with what you're saying, but it also is a great way to warm up your voice. Warming up your voice before you record is an absolute must. Not only will you be able to convey so much more emotion, but you also won't stumble nearly as much, making you sound way more confident. Another absolute must if you are recording a script longer than a single page is a teleprompter. Now, whether that's an attachment for your camera or just a free online program, teleprompters are amazing because they can scroll your script for you, keeping the words closer to the camera and therefore making you look like you're looking right at the audience the whole time. They also take away the need for you to scroll down the script, freeing your mind to just focus on what you're saying. Now, here's one that we use for every single video, but every time I suggest this to a client, they are shocked that they didn't think of it themselves. Don't record your whole video in one go. Now, you're probably like, that's the whole point of this video, to talk about how to record it in one go, but let me explain. When you're recording your video, turn on the camera, leave it running, and then record one paragraph at a time with a 1 to 2 second pause in between. That way, if you trip up on the next paragraph, you can just start at the beginning of that paragraph, and you have a really clean place to cut out the mistake. For instance, when I'm recording a video, I'll say a sentence just like this and then pause, and then go on to the next. That way, if I mess up, there's a very clean break where the editor can just cut out that mistake that I made. This is honestly the biggest time saver in this whole process, because when you make a mistake, you can start at the beginning of that section, not the beginning of the whole script. And lastly, you should always rewatch your video immediately. Even with the test recording in the beginning, sometimes we just don't notice things. So always pull up your video as soon as you're finished recording and watch at least 30 seconds of it to see if it's something you actually like. I have definitely gotten all the way through videos in the past, only to realize on the rewatch that I was looking off to the side too much, or I just wasn't as engaging as I wanted to be. If I had just sent it to editing, it could have been a day or two before I noticed, and then I would have to decide whether to push and re-record it so as not to throw off our whole schedule, or post a video that I really wasn't happy with. But if I catch it immediately, then I can just go ahead and re-record it while I've got everything set up. So that is the process I use to record all of my videos in one take. In fact, I use this exact process to record this very video in only 9 minutes. So I know this will make your recording way easier. Thanks for staying to the end. If you like this video, drop us a like and hit that big red subscribe button because we post a new video every single week and I want you to be the first to know. And as always, I hope this helps keep your momentum going.